make a extra long one. Every time this video goes off, I'm gonna make a new one, and then I'm gonna make the other one longer than the other one. And then if it don't get enough views, I'm gonna make another one. So just stop fucking with me, find somebody else. All right. So at the end of the day, I ain't gonna stop. You know why? Because I need to do certain things all the time. Um, this is what's happening. People when they um when they grip on to the Bible, which is the most popular book in the world, it's only because it psychologically helped them out of situations. Like, I've had crazy situations in my life, and I went to that. I went straight to that. I went to church, going to church from 8:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon every damn Sunday. But I knew it was some things in there that was missing, and I don't want to get on that because some people, the Bible helps them. It helped them out of psychological situations, bad situations they made in the streets. Somebody died in their family, or their life is turning upside down, so they found Jesus, and it changed them, and that worked for them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's the whole truth, because we know that the Bible was taken from Egypt, the same place that the Bible says bad. They took all that, the stories and everything, the Trinity and all of that come out of Egypt. Just saying. And if you don't want to believe that, that's not my fault. They took it all. They took it from there. That's what they did. So if it helped you in your life, good. But that book is basically telling you about what's happening, what's going to happen, and what do you think had a hand in writing that book? Because we're looking at things play out right now. It's not because it's prophetic, it's because something has been here long enough to see this happen before. It's just like that. Something has been here long enough to see this happen before. This is not a first time shit happening like this. This is not the first time humans lived and they went through this type of shit. This is just a different version of humanity going through the same shit. So it's just like a different version, just like in the Bible where it says, because people want to do out of the Bible all the time. So just like the Bible when it says that there were giants in the earth then, there were huge entities in the earth then, just like in the Bible where it says, God said, let us make them out of our own likeness and all of this. Now, he said, let us make man. He didn't say, let us make a particular man. He said, let us make man. So you got to understand when they say us, they mean multiple. And it's not talking about God. It's you talking about the angels. No, see, this is the problem. The problem is this group, they had created a group that was before this common man that you see today. And then this group just suspiciously disappears and a mist comes over the earth. And then now we have Adam and Eve. See, when you look in the Bible, it's two different creations. I got to keep saying this. And so that means that if it's different creations, that means it always have been. So that's why shit can come in the Bible and go, it's prophetic. No, it's a vicious circle that goes on down here over and over again. And you know how you could break that? By breaking out of the old traditions of the same shit. But as long as people keep on going back to the same shit, you're going to relive this over and over again. And it's not going to be a prophetic thing, it's a pathetic thing. It's a something that's going to keep repeating. So when people say the four horsemen, which is nothing but the astrology signs in the sky, when people start talking about the dragons, it's nothing but astrology shit in the sky. And that's why in the Bible they tell you don't look at astrology, because they're using that shit against you. That's what it is. They're using that shit to map out what's going to happen next. And it's no prophetic nothing. It's just that they know how to look at the stars. They know how to look at the entities up in the sky, which they call stars, and notice the movement of them and know that the events that are going to happen because of it happened before. That's it. It happened before. Nothing is new under the sun. And if we were traveling through space so much and all of this, we wouldn't be seeing the same constellations that the people saw thousands of years ago still sitting up there in the sky, because we ain't moving. We just sitting right here going through the same shit over and over again. Whether when we were giants, were we tiny, or we the present form we are now. This is repetitive, over and over shit that the humankind or mankind or whatever has been going through throughout millennia and before that. over and over again. That's why it can seem like, oh, they know what's the end is coming. If the Bible tells you no man shall know the end and no man shall know the beginning, then why are they giving you the beginning and giving you the end? It's because they already know what's gonna happen because it happened before. This is nothing new. Nothing of this shit is new. And you gotta understand the power is you. You the power. And the power is stop going for the okie doke. Look at shit and see if it makes sense. Stop just going, oh, I'm just gonna give it to the Lord and I ain't gonna think no more. No, you gotta keep thinking. Because you can't do it without great works, right? You ain't working. You ain't putting in the work. That means thinking. It don't mean physically doing nothing. It means use this. Use this. This is called doing something too. Like break shit down. Stop reading shit for face value and not breaking it down and then going, I'm gonna just go with that. No, it means something different, totally different than what the common man is interpreting this shit to mean. And it's all in your face. So you can't say the devil is a liar. No, the devil ain't no liar. The devil telling you right in your face. It's just that you the liar. You the liar to yourself. You don't want to accept the fact that this shit is being controlled by something you can't control, and that you, not no other entity, can do something about it by simply not giving a fuck about the current state right now. Because if you believe in the spiritual world and you believe that all things spiritual can is more powerful than the physical, then why you worried about this physical shit? Why you worried about this worldly shit? Why you worried about it? I'm not worried about it. I'm just knowing about it. So when everybody start panicking, talking about, oh Lord, and on their knees and all that running around, I'm gonna be sitting there chilling and prepared mentally and physically because I already know that this shit happened before. That's a bar. I already know that this shit happened before. And all people doing is being reborn, coming back into the same shit, but in a different way. So in other words, you could take a candy bar and you could call it a Snicker, or you could take the wrapping off the Snicker and call it a Mars bar, or you could call the Mars bar a Foo bar, and then you could just take the wrapping off, and people will say, "Well, this tastes like a Mars bar." And be like, "No, it ain't." The cover says what? Foo bar, fucked up beyond all recognition. So, but what I'm saying is, they can put shit in a bag and tell you it's a hamburger as long as they got a bun on it. Or they could put shit on the floor and tell you that it's shit and you're gonna go, that's shit. But you go in the bag, you be like, this smell like shit, but it's a hamburger. And you're gonna think it's a hamburger. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is the same shit has been happening over and over and over for millions of all the time. And they never change. So therefore, if it is an entity that is a spiritual entity that is here this long, knows that this is going to happen again. And so it's not a prophet. It's something that's been passed down because this has been happening over and over again. That's it. That's it. So there's no prophets. There's no person, no begin to end. It's just this is just being redone. It's like a movie being redone, and then it's time to end this movie. Do a new movie because this planet is never, and this is not a planet. It's not a round thing. It's a flat thing, but not really flat. But it's definitely not round. So this place can never end. We're tiny little specks on a huge piece of real estate. This thing will never end. So if you say the world is gonna end, it'll never. That'll never end. You gonna end. You gonna end. The shit of the world as you know it is gonna end. But this motherfucking place, it ain't never gonna end. So when people talking about the world gonna end, no, you gonna die. Yeah, and then you might come back later in the reincarnated, and this place still gonna be here. This place ain't never gonna end. So when they talking about the world end, no, you're going to end. It's not a world end. It's none of that. People gonna end themselves, destroy themselves, and they know that because they look at what people watch too. That's how come they know how smart you are. You watching stupid ass reality shows and goddamn videos with people screaming and being dumb, and they got 80 million kabillion views. Then they gonna think that everybody is dumb, just like the shit they watching. You ain't got to watch the news because the news is dumb too. What you can do is do your own introspective study, and they see a lot of people doing that. Then that's when they gonna come out the woodwork and say, "Here we are. We always hated you, motherfuckers." But until then, they gonna act like they like you because you doing dumb shit. And as long as you keep looking at dumb shit, and it's all right to look at that to break the ice. You don't want to be serious all the time, but you got to put this serious shit into your motherfucking schedule. Because because they monitor our lives every day. When motherfuckers sit up there and say, "Oh, they got Alexa in your house, a TV, they monitoring us, they watching us." Well, if they watching you, they watching a bunch of dumb motherfuckers because they seeing that you ain't doing nothing that's showing that you intelligent enough to peep game. They like these motherfuckers ain't paying attention, so they dumb. That's why they did all that Blackrock shit with this hurricane. This shit to destroy the motherfucking property so they could take the lithium and be on the land. But they figure people ain't dumb. They dumb. They gonna think God doing it. They gonna think God doing this. It's God. He coming back. That's because they think they know that you're not paying attention, and then they look at what you're watching. You're watching religious shit all the time, and then if you ain't watching religious shit, you're sitting up watching a goofy ass or reality show, all this shit that don't mean nothing to the fuck of what the fuck they doing to you. So therefore, they think you dumb. You know what I'm saying? If you even as conspiracy theorists, they hate that because that's at least showing that you thinking outside the box other than the dumb shit that you constitute your life with 100% of the day. It's like, goddamn, it's all good. Yeah, you got this to do, you got that to do. But anytime you sitting up talking about some nothing ass shit, man, this is why they monitor people, and this is how come nothing will never change. They look at the way you vote, they look at who you vote for, what that person talking about. If they dumb as hell, then you voting for them, you dumb as hell. That's how they look. That's how come the dude was on TV talking about I don't know why they think we this dumb. Why they think we this dumb? We ain't this dumb. They think you're this dumb because they don't have time to meet each and every individual person. So they put shit in your house to monitor what you watch and what you do every day. And you do dumb shit 85% of the time, then they don't even think you smart. And that's most of the people. They know you finna go straight to a religion, watch a religious ass fucking thing, feel good about some shit that ain't even real. You gonna feel good about it. They know that, okay, now they got you. Then you finna go watch a reality show. Then you finna go watch a dude on YouTube doing stupid shit and get 85 billion, 400 billion views. And then they gonna go, okay, the assessment of the overall people is that they dumb. So we gonna just create a hurricane and fucking kill some of them. And they so stupid, they gonna think God did it because they religious. You get what I'm trying to say? So the whole point is the fact of the matter is it's a creator. But people getting too caught up into the cartoon aspect of it is, oh Lord, that ain't saving shit, bro. So, and they know that. So therefore the IQ of the person is all they care about. They don't care to meet you individually. They gives a fuck about you. But if they seeing the mass of the people looking at stupid shit, talking about dumb shit, always on some fucking and hoes and bitches and all that, they see that you ain't never thinking, then that's how come they're gonna grade you the same way that they do at jobs. They grade you at look at what you doing, and you stupid how you moving around. Then you ain't gonna get the respect because you doing dumb. You gotta move around like you care about yourself and your environment, and that you a thinker. So they got to know this shit. You can't be sitting around here acting like some old goofy ass know nothing motherfucker and expect somebody to help you and keep helping you. They're gonna end up fucking you in the end. And this is what we're experiencing right now with this fake ass hurricane. Okay, this Diddy case that I've been telling people that these celebrities have been fucked for years. I've been saying they ain't shit, but people go, Obama, none of them. They ain't none of it. They ain't shit. But you like them. And so they know how people are. They're emotional. They don't think. They watch stupid shit. They don't want to talk about these things because they know you don't. So therefore, why not fuck them up? They don't give a fuck about nothing. They just care about this. If they knew that you did, do you think they'll still keep doing the shit the way they doing it now? They wouldn't. And that's how you combat the shit. Real simple.